Hey there! So today, we're diving into how to build real self-confidence. But not the fake, put-on kind, the deep, lasting type that actually makes you feel good about yourself. I've learned a lot of these lessons through personal experiences, and trust me, they've made a huge difference in my life. So grab a seat, let's talk about the real, raw steps to becoming a more confident you. 1. Embrace your expertise. Know what you're talking about. Okay, let's kick this off with a big one. Confidence comes from knowing something. When you've got knowledge in your corner, it's like having a secret weapon. Whether it's a specific skill, field of study, or even just a hobby, become an expert in something you genuinely care about. When you've got something valuable to share, trust me, it shows. And here's the thing. You don't have to be the best in the world. You just need to be better than you were yesterday. Start there, and confidence will follow. 2. Stop caring about what others think. Seriously, stop. Okay, this one? Game changer. I've spent too much of my life worrying about what others think of me, my clothes, my words, my actions. But the moment I realized, hey, I don't care what anyone thinks about me, that was when everything changed. And no, it's not about being reckless or rude. It's about realizing that most people are so caught up in their own lives, they barely notice what you're doing. Trust me, everyone is more focused on themselves than on judging you. So, focus on what you can bring to the table, not what others think of it. 3. Body language. Stand tall, feel tall. Listen, I know this sounds like some cheesy advice from an Instagram post, but hear me out. The way you carry yourself, it matters. I used to slouch, especially in groups, because I felt insecure. But then I started sitting up straight, walking with my shoulders back, and guess what? I started feeling more confident. There's something magical about just owning the way you stand and sit. When your body feels open, your mind follows, and that boosts your confidence. Try it even if you feel a little weird at first. 4. Smell good, feel good. The confidence boost you never expected. Okay, don't laugh. But a good fragrance? It works wonders. I noticed that when I didn't wear perfume, I'd feel a little off, like I wasn't fully myself. But when I wore something that smelled amazing, I felt like I could take on the world. I read somewhere that a study showed people who wore perfume felt more confident about themselves, and I couldn't agree more. It's not about impressing others, it's about how you feel. So, find that signature scent that makes you feel like $1,000,000. Trust me, it's a game changer. 5. Short conversations. Say less, mean more. Here's the deal, I used to be a chatterbox. I'd talk and talk and talk, and after a while I realized most of what I said didn't really matter. In fact, it often made me feel more insecure because I'd end up oversharing or saying things I didn't even mean. So I started practicing having short, meaningful conversations. I listened more and I spoke less. And guess what? It made me feel more confident. Being concise, thoughtful, and intentional with your words? Huge confidence boost. 6. Don't hide your flaws, own them. Here's a big one. There was a time when I'd hide my flaws like they were the end of the world. If I didn't know something in a conversation, I'd try to cover it up or act like I did. But you know what? Admitting, I don't know, or I'm not perfect, actually helped me. Why? Because it shows confidence in your own vulnerability. Once I started owning my flaws, I stopped feeling embarrassed. I just said, hey, I don't know about that, but I'd love to learn. That simple honesty? It makes you feel like a real grown-up with nothing to hide. 7. The fear of change. Cut your hair, cut the fear. This might sound a little superficial, but bear with me. I used to be terrified of cutting my hair. I had this idea in my head that if I went short, I'd look weird or unattractive. But once I faced that fear and chopped it off, I felt like a whole new person. It wasn't just about the haircut. It was about facing a fear, something that had been holding me back. So, if there's something you're scared of doing, whether it's a new look, a career change, or even moving to a new city, sometimes taking that leap will unlock a whole new level of confidence. If I can rock short hair, trust me, you can handle whatever change you're afraid of. 8. Financial independence. A confidence boost you can't buy. Now, let's talk about money. And no, I'm not talking about flaunting it or buying the latest gadgets. It's about the feeling of financial independence. When I had my own money, when I knew I could take care of myself, that gave me a sense of control over my life. It wasn't about showing off, it was about feeling empowered. Once I had my finances in order, I felt more confident in every area of my life. So, focus on building your own financial independence, not to impress anyone, but because it makes you feel like you've got your life together. 9. Dressing for success. Confidence starts with what you wear. This one's easy to overlook, but it makes a big difference. I used to throw on anything and just go out the door. But the moment I started dressing in a way that made me feel good, I noticed a shift. No matter the event, whether it's a work meeting or just a quick trip to the store, when you wear something that makes you feel confident, your whole vibe changes. It's not about what others think, it's about how you carry yourself. So, next time you're about to head out, put a little extra thought into your outfit. Trust me, it'll pay off. 10. Success and small wins. Build your confidence step by step. Let's wrap up with one final point. Confidence isn't something that happens overnight. It's built through small wins over time. Whether it's passing that big exam, landing that job, or even just getting a compliment, each little victory is like a brick in your confidence wall. For me, taking the English exam and succeeding was a huge confidence boost. It wasn't just about the exam, it was the feeling of progress. And that momentum? It built up over time, piece by piece. So, celebrate the little wins and watch how your confidence grows. So, there you have it. My journey to real lasting self-confidence. It's a process, a constant flow that goes up and down, but these little techniques have truly worked for me. If you're trying to build your confidence, remember, it's not about perfection. It's about consistency. And hey, don't forget to embrace the journey. Confidence is something you can keep improving on every day. Keep going, and I promise you'll get there. Thanks for sticking around till the end. Hope this helps you as much as it helped me.